When I never seen the scriptures encrypted in the leaves of trees. When I never heard hymns hummed in harmony by a colony of bees. When I never learned elders or angels sent to watch over me. I used to worship in the temple, sacrifice in the sanctuary. But in my youth I got the gospel truth from a blade of grass. Witnessed the wisdom of the water running in my bath. Wind was my religion, telling the future of my past. I used to worship in the temple. I used to recite psalms in the synagogue. Until a woman who had a way with words made me want to do away with words, perform poetry on me without saying a single word. Strumming sonnets on the strings that sing the song of my manhood. Strumming sonnets on the strings that sing the song of my soul. As good as worship in the temple. I used to worship in the temple. I used to worship in the temple. I used to sing surahs in the mosque where Karma couldn't catch a cab on the corner of the cross unless she double-crossed Krishna for 30 pieces of Shiva, meditated with mantras under mangoes, contemplated Siddhartha under a Kango, cause a Kango looks like a halo on a Negro whenever we go out to eat angel hair pasta. Or sit beside a Rasta blasting reggae remixes of Rumi out his radio, translating revelations back into Ebonics from Igbo before chanting Nam Yoho Rengekyo, Nam Yoho Rengekyo, Nam Yoho Rengekyo. Ancient jive for everything is everything, cause everything says so. So holy water is no holier than the water in your well right now. Church bells are no holier than cowrie shells on the ground. Rosary beads are no holier than dime bags of trees somehow. Yesterday and tomorrow are no holier than now. Cause now and then Buddha be coming back in the newborn body of a blue-black baby. St. Mary is blind, crippled, and crazy, living out of a box like an old bag lady. Shango shoots up tornadoes and shoot the breeze with Jesus Christ. Persephone and Ogun menage a trois with the moon as soon as you go to bed at night. But I see skies of blue. Have you gotten the gospel truth from a blade of grass? Clouds of white. Witness the wisdom of the water running in your bath. Bright, blessed days is when your religion telling the future of your past. Dark, sacred nights. I used to worship at the temple and sacrifice in the sanctuary. And I think to myself, I used to worship at the temple and sacrifice in the sanctuary. What a wonderful world. I used to worship at the temple and recite psalms in the synagogue. And I think to myself, I used to worship at the temple and sing surahs in the mosque. What a wonderful world. I used to worship at the temple. I used to worship at the temple. I used to worship at the temple until I realized everything around me is God.